Islam fight once a year. Fight Ian Garry. That's going to be a sick fight. Sick fight.
I've seen with Ian Garry, he's a guy that can get it done. Islam is one of the greatest to ever do it in this game. He's dominant in his field, and now he's at welterweight. Against JDM, I thought JDM scrambling would give him problems, but nah, he didn't. Another one of those ones where it's like destiny. A guy like Ian Machado, who's come up, had this dream. He's been saying, I'm the future, and now the future is here. So will he get it done?
He will come in ready and prepped and ready to absolutely demolish Ian Garry if he doesn't bring his A game and a stellar game plan. The game plan, as I said, will be stick and move.
The possibility of Ian Machado Garry facing Islam Makhachev has become one of the most exciting fantasy matchups in mixed martial arts. Although the UFC has not officially announced this fight, fans continue to debate whether Garry's elite striking and undefeated confidence could challenge the dominance of Islam Makhachev, one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in the sport today. It would be a classic battle between a rising superstar and an established champion, with both athletes bringing unique skills into the octagon. The matchup is fascinating because each fighter excels in completely different areas, making it difficult to predict how the contest would unfold. Islam Makhachev has earned his place among the UFC's elite through years of discipline, relentless training, and dominant performances. A longtime student of the late Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov and training partner of Khabib Nurmagomedov, Islam developed an exceptional wrestling and grappling system that has overwhelmed some of the best fighters in the world. His ability to secure takedowns, maintain top control, and finish opponents with submissions has made him one of the most dangerous champions in UFC history. However, Islam is much more than a wrestler. Over the years, he has significantly improved his boxing, kickboxing, and defensive skills, making him a complete mixed martial artist capable of winning fights in multiple ways. Ian Machado Garry has quickly established himself as one of the brightest young talents in the UFC. The undefeated Irish fighter combines excellent footwork, precise striking, and outstanding fight intelligence to outclass his opponents. Rather than relying on power alone, Garry uses movement, timing, and distance management to control the pace of every fight. His confidence has drawn comparisons to fellow Irish legend Conor McGregor, but Garry has consistently emphasized that he wants to create his own legacy inside the UFC. Every victory has strengthened his reputation as a future title contender, and many believe he has the potential to become one of the biggest stars in the sport. The biggest challenge for Garry would undoubtedly be dealing with Islam's world-class wrestling. Throughout his championship reign, Islam has consistently forced elite strikers to abandon their preferred game plans. His pressure against the cage, chain wrestling, and ability to transition smoothly between takedowns and submissions make him incredibly difficult to stop. Even when opponents defend the initial takedown, Islam often continues attacking until he eventually gains control. Once he reaches a dominant position, escaping becomes extremely difficult, and many fighters spend entire rounds trapped underneath his relentless pressure. Despite Islam's grappling advantage, Garry possesses several weapons that could create problems for the champion. His footwork is among the best in the welterweight division, allowing him to constantly change angles and avoid standing directly in front of opponents. His fast jab, accurate combinations, and effective kicks help him maintain distance while scoring points from the outside. If Garry can prevent Islam from closing the distance and force the fight to remain standing, he may be able to frustrate the champion with his speed and movement. Maintaining that distance for 5 rounds, however, would be one of the toughest challenges of his career. Another fascinating aspect of this matchup would be the mental battle. Islam Makhachev has repeatedly demonstrated remarkable composure under pressure. Whether fighting for the championship or defending his title against elite opponents, he remains calm, focused, and disciplined throughout every contest. Garry, meanwhile, thrives on confidence and enjoys proving critics wrong. His belief in his own abilities has played a major role in his undefeated career, and he has never appeared intimidated by high-level competition. The build-up to this fight, including press conferences and face-offs, would likely generate enormous excitement among UFC fans around the world. A major talking point would also be the difference in weight classes. Islam has spent most of his championship career competing at lightweight, while Garry has built his reputation in the welterweight division. If this fight were ever to happen, one of the fighters would likely need to move divisions, creating questions about size, strength, and conditioning. Garry naturally carries more weight, while Islam has repeatedly shown incredible physical strength against larger opponents. Those physical differences would become one of the most interesting factors on fight night. Technically, the opening rounds would likely determine the direction of the fight. Garry would attempt to establish his jab, use lateral movement, and keep Islam at the end of his punches and kicks. Islam, meanwhile, would patiently pressure forward, cut off the cage, and search for opportunities to secure takedowns. Every successful takedown would swing momentum toward the champion, while every defended attempt would increase Garry's confidence. This strategic battle between striking and wrestling would be one of the most compelling tactical contests the UFC could offer. If the fight reached the championship rounds, conditioning would become increasingly important. Islam has consistently demonstrated outstanding cardio despite using a physically demanding wrestling style. Garry has also shown excellent endurance, maintaining his speed and technical precision deep into fights. As fatigue begins to affect both athletes, every mistake could become increasingly costly. One perfectly timed takedown, one clean counter-punch, or one successful submission attempt could instantly change the outcome. Many analysts would likely favor Islam because of his championship experience and dominant grappling. His ability to control elite opponents has been proven repeatedly on the biggest stages. However, Garry's movement, striking accuracy, and adaptability make him a dangerous opponent capable of creating unexpected problems. Mixed martial arts has shown countless times that styles make fights, and an elite striker with disciplined takedown defense always has the potential to produce a major upset. Beyond the competition itself, this matchup would be a massive event for the UFC. Islam Makhachev has become one of the organization's biggest international champions, while Ian Machado Garry continues to attract a rapidly growing global fan base. A pay-per-view headlined by these two athletes would generate enormous interest, sell out arenas, and capture the attention of MMA fans worldwide. Predicting the winner remains extremely difficult. Islam Makhachev enters almost every fight as the favorite because of his elite wrestling, submission skills, and constantly improving striking. Ian Machado Garry, however, brings youth, confidence, technical precision, and the hunger of an undefeated contender determined to prove he belongs among the sport's elite. If Garry can successfully keep the fight standing, manage the distance, and avoid extended grappling exchanges, he could make the contest far more competitive than many expect. On the other hand, if Islam establishes his wrestling early and controls the pace on the ground, he could once again demonstrate why he is considered one of the greatest champions in modern MMA. Whether this fight eventually becomes reality or remains one of the UFC's greatest dream matchups, there is no doubt it would deliver incredible excitement. It would showcase elite striking against world-class grappling, youth against experience, and an undefeated contender against a dominant champion. If the UFC ever books Ian Machado Garry versus Islam Makhachev, fans around the world can expect a thrilling contest that could become one of the defining fights of a new era in mixed martial arts. Let us know your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest UFC news, and we'll see you in the next video.